Vegas, baby! Hello! And welcome to part 15 of Horizon Forbidden West with a Therapist. I am so grateful that you've made it this far. I hope that you are just as enthusiastic about going to Las Vegas, which just so happens to be my hometown. Or it's not my hometown, it's where I currently live. I'm very pumped to go see where Poseidon is hiding, now that we have cleared up all the stuff that we cleared up in the last episode. Since the last episode, my PlayStation 5 needed an update, so I may not be exactly where we left off in terms of like world placement, but no big deal. So if you're like, wait a second, DrMick, this isn't the image we had when you... it's fine. I know. So it's going to be great. Leave a like, leave a comment, follow all the links down in the description, and join us on Twitch sometime. We'd love to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah. All right. We cleared up all the stuff I wanted to clear up. Let's go ahead and finish out these skills. Let's get ourselves just, you know, fully ready to go for Vegas. Okay. And we are level 21. That's right. It was very important that we got to level 21 to go to Vegas. Very important. All right, West Door. Go west. Life is peaceful there. Go west.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think it'll be better this way.
Where the skies are blue, this is what we're gonna do. Okay.
After you, Aloy.
All right, let's go.
I need to head further west. To, get more of Gaia's components. Make her stronger. You two can stay here in the meantime. And Gaia can help get you up to speed. I'm not trying to shut you out. It's like... training.
Actually, I'm gonna go back east to get Erend. Bring him here. Look, allies, friends can help. We have a place to stay now. And like you said, Gaia can teach us, catch us up. It'll be okay.
Okay. Take these then.
One to wear, one for backup.
While you're at it, stop by Stone's Echo and look for Milu. Give her a message for Talana that I found a way over the mountains.
Will do.
Are you going with him?
No. After what happened in the cave below, I want to stay here a while. There is much I need to understand. Maybe by the time you get back, I'll have a thing or two I can teach you.
Looking forward to it. When will you be back?
All right. This is... All right. I mean, I figured that we were going to have a little group chit-chat about where everybody was at when we got out here. And I appreciate Aloy's self-awareness here. it actually takes a considerable amount of insight and vulnerability to do what she just did. And as a person who tends to be pretty critical of Aloy, I would like to take this opportunity to give her some credit for how she is handling this moment with Zoe and Varl. When she says, I'd like the two of you to stay here while I go out and do my thing, totally understandable that Varl especially would hear that as, here we go again. Because at this point, I don't think Aloy is entitled to Varl's trust. Because she has bailed on him twice. Once, not like in a nefarious way. The second time, not great. So Aloy taking the time to recognize that saying that is going to hit Varl in a particular way, that's empathy. Like, if you've ever wanted to know what like really sophisticated empathy looks like, it's that. It's a recognition of the impact that your words may have on somebody regardless of what your intent is. And understanding that impact and then doing what Aloy did, which is being preemptive in how she couches that by saying, I realize what this sounds like. That's the vulnerable part. I realize that this sounds like something that was a precursor to the not so cool thing I did to you a few days ago. And there is real value to that. Because if Varl had to say to her, Aloy, you know what that sounds like, right? He's essentially coming at her from the defensive. If Aloy acknowledges that outright, she has done the accountability work she needs to do. And now Varl can feel understood in why he might hear that way. And you see the way in which Varl shifts his tone a bit. So now it's not about, oh God, is Aloy going to bail on us? Now it's, okay, cool. Well, I'm actually going to go get Erend because we're going to help you out. And we are going to learn from Gaia, and we're not going to rely on you, and we can use it as a tutorial, and what you said does make sense, and we're going to help you out because now we can't unknow the fact that we are affected by this. And the reality is things changed when Gaia, like when we showed up to Gaia. These two have now been wrapped up in such a way that they understand that these events have some impact on their life. And it is no longer just Aloy who is going to be able to go out and fight this. I think it's actually now much more okay for Varl and Zoe to be like, no, we're in because we now know about this. We can't unknow it. We also want to attend to saving the world that we have to live in. So this is a really powerful moment for the three of them to have this conversation and to get on the same page with each other about where they're at. Zoe just had her entire spiritual world rocked. Varl is still taking all of this in and is really engaging with the fact that he wants this to be a group effort and that he wants to be involved in it. And Aloy is having to recognize that, like, this is not something she's going to be able to handle just by herself. And maybe these people are going to be a key component of how she manages this, especially if they can get up to speed on what it is that she's doing. Because, look, the other reality of this entire thing for Aloy is all of this craziness that's going on is going to be very easy for the world at large and the powers that be to ignore, because it's convenient for them to do that politically. If you're Aloy, you need people to start to understand the truth of what's going on. The parallel that I'll draw to this in real life is climate change. Like, it's very convenient for people in certain positions of power with certain agendas to ignore climate change or to not acknowledge it or to not like get people on board with the idea that we are actively screwing with the earth. And so the only way that you're ever going to combat that and have the, there are people that possess the knowledge in order to like actually fight that and start trying to reverse some of this stuff and like really figure out what we're going to do about it. Well, you need the public at large to be aware and educated about what it is that's happening in order to cut through that bullshit. And that process is happening here. Like, Aloy is out doing all of this stuff, facing a threat that these other people don't comprehend and can't comprehend because they don't have access to the information. Well, now we have people that are starting to get access to the information and can disseminate it out. There's going to be pushback, undoubtedly, but this is the reality of the world they live in. It's something that needs to be acknowledged. It's something that's happening whether they acknowledge it and understand it or not, so you might as well understand it. So, like, there's a lot of really powerful stuff happening here that is incredibly important for everybody to understand. So, well, that's why I wanted to take some time here to just really, like, get in there on that. But TLDR, what I really appreciate here is Aloy's willingness to be self-reflective and empathize effectively with Varl's experience, because that's disarming. Not that Varl's on the defensive, but very easy for Varl to be skeptical of Aloy when she says that, and she intercepted up front. You would do well in your interpersonal relationships to understand the way that you show up and how that affects other people, and attend to that preemptively. DJ, thank you very much for the raid. Appreciate that a lot, friend. Those of you coming in with the raid, if it's your first time here, this is a spoiler-free and backseat-free run of the game, so please, please, please do not spoil or backseat, or you will be out. Call me Potate? All right, gotcha.
I'm not sure. But hopefully I'll have one of Gaia's missing components with me.
Be careful out there. Even in Plainsong, we heard how the Tanak clanlands are suffering from storms, machines, and now Regala.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Good hunting, Aloy.
I'll have to find more machine sites to get the parts I need.
Well, they really like to knock it out of the park with the set pieces here. Don't, like, it's like, look at this giant ass world for you to explore. So great. All right. We're gonna go hit up this Tallneck on the way. And we're gonna pick up a million side quests on the way, it seems. What up?
You! Let me take a look at you, stranger. You're the outlander who stood against Regala and her rebels.
Only if it means we're good here.
Don't worry. I'm not here to drink your blood, or whatever you Easterners think we do. The slaughter at the embassy wasn't your fight, yet you stood by the Martians. As far as I'm concerned, you're no enemy of the Tanak.
Again, just want to point out that this is the power of actually engaging with people that you don't understand. The Tanak have really shown themselves throughout this to be pretty reasonable. Like, this Tanak's like, yo, it was cool. You stood up for us. You hung out. I don't know much about you. I know that you Easterners think certain things about us, but, like, we're cool. You're no enemy of mine. Let's talk. That's not how they're represented in Meridian. That's not how they're represented to really anybody east of here. And we have had consistent interactions with them, some in times of stress, others in more benign times like this, where they have not been what they were represented to be. And it just really shows the power of first impressions. And if your first impression is something that you hear second, third, fourth hand about somebody, and that's what you operate with going in, we very well could have seen this person as actively hostile towards us and ready to attack because of what we think we know about them. And you see a bit of that caution in Aloy. It's like, well, that depends on whether we're cool here. And the Tanak has to be like, look, I'm not trying to drink your blood. Just trying to talk to you. It's like, oh, wow. Y'all paint your faces kind of scary, but you're willing to talk. It's so important to recognize when you have limited representation of certain people, because you will screw yourself over in interactions. Not that you don't have to be on guard, but immerse yourself. It can really make a difference.
But you are going to need help if you plan on surviving the Clanlands. I hear and see many things as a scout. I could share them with you, aid you on your journey.
I'd be grateful.
Well then, I was scouting northwest of here, near the village of Saltbite. There's a place there where the ground is made of metal. Don't know what it means, but it can't be good. Be wary.
Appreciate the warning.
Thanks, homie.
Ground made of metal? It might be a cauldron. And where there's a cauldron, there's machine overrides.
Boy, Aloy really loves the machine override aspect of cauldrons. Oh man, bet I could override those machines if I just found a cauldron. A cauldron, that's where you override machines. I'll bet I could override more machines if I stopped by that cauldron. He's super into it, man. Hey, remember this game mechanic you never use? Yeah. That's a me. Man, I'm so pumped right now. We're going to Vegas, baby.
Shelter. Should be safe here.
Famous last words. But I can pass time, and that is awesome. Thank you, Gorilla, for doing that. Get me to the morning. All right. Oh, good morning. Ooh, I can pick up this cactus. Gather desert spike stalk. We should start calling cacti spike stalk. That's way cooler. It must have been fun for Gorilla. They were probably like, hey, if we didn't know what all this shit was named, what would we call it? Just call it what it looks like.
A Tanak settlement. Gonna have to watch my step.
Maybe. Unless this is like the hostile bad guy, Tanak. Hello there!
Good day.
Good day! Bless you.
Not one more step. The Tanak don't suffer outlanders in the Clanlands.
I was given rite of passage by Marshal Fashav. I'm not here to fight.
Hair like blood. This is the warrior who defeated Gruta, champion of the traitor Regala. Her life is not ours to take. You may enter, but mind our ways. You will be watched.
I'll keep that in mind.
Fair warning. I see you like Darth Maul and Predator.
I hear you got new armor.
Look at all these colors.
Walk with strength.
Seriously, don't these guys look like Predator? Alright.
I don't need a chaplain telling me what battles to fight.
The real battle is arguing with you.
A lot of wounded. What's going on?
Let's go find out.
Look, we don't get those hearts, we don't get water. Then everyone dies. I'm going back to the pens. I'll gut those machines myself.
So machines did this?
An Easterner with a hair like blood. The Outlander from the embassy.
You killed Greta, Regala's champion. He was one of ours.
It's Aloy, and I'm not looking for any trouble.
Maybe I could use some trouble right about now. Out there is a big herd my people harvest. We take the machines' hearts, send them to our capital, get paid with water. Gets harder every year. Killer machines keep showing up to defend the herd. Last one hit us right as we were penning up our prey. Nearly wiped us out. But our quarry is still in the pens, which means if I can get their hearts, we can trade for the water we need.
If you go out there alone, you'll probably wind up dead, Draka.
I'm not going alone, Chaplain. The great champion killer's coming with me.
How about you answer some questions first?
Alright. The never-ending battle for water out west.
You mentioned the capital gives you water.
There's no giving. We pay tribute for it with machine parts. Hearts being the most valuable. Every other desert village has some resource to exchange. But the capital of Scalding Spear is the only one with a constant supply of water. Here in dry country, it's the same as holding everyone's lives in their hands.
It is the way of the desert. How we've always survived.
Yeah.
The old, it's how it's always been. I mean, yeah, dude, that... As we have talked about so many times, so I'm not going to overly belabor it, but I love the way that Guerrilla has thought through these types of dynamics. The Tanak don't operate the way they do just because. The Tanak operate the way they do because survival is the ultimate reinforcement mechanism. And the Tanak have learned how to survive their environment with the variables that they have been given. So, when you are an outsider trying to learn about different groups that you don't understand, it is really important to fundamentally connect with the fact that regardless of whether you see group behavior, norms, customs, traditions, etc. as like good, bad, or otherwise, they absolutely exist for a reason. And they have motivations that are more often than not legitimate. So if one of the things that the Tanak are worried about is water scarcity, you may not be too kind to folks coming out west. You might be a bit hostile, because if water is something that is already really scarce among your ranks, you're going to fight to protect your people from others coming in to take that resource. And again, we're seeing the complexity of the Tanak. Like, there is really no more on-edge experience that humans can have than to not have access to water. People will do just about anything when water is scarce to try to get water. And so we're seeing some of the diplomatic bullshit that has happened in order for water to get sent out to the auxiliary Tanak camps from the capital. And all of a sudden, these people are essentially subjected to whatever the need for animal hearts is in this environment. But these folks operate the way they do for a reason. And Aloy being curious about that and asking more questions about it is really important. I mean, this game is really a gigantic lesson in how do you healthily expose yourself and come to understand groups of people that you don't understand. And I love that.
What can you tell me about this herd?
Been there for years. We harvest the parts we need from it. No more, no less. New machines always show up to replace our kills.
What about the killer machines you mentioned?
They guard the herd. The more we take out, the more arrive. First sawtooths, then ravagers. Now, a sandblasted Thunderjaw. Hit us right as we were herding machines into our pens. Had to leave half my hunters behind to fend it off. Only survivors are the ones you see here.
Dude, that guy having that face paint in his ear, that would drive me bananas. That just seems so uncomfortable. Also, notice how articulate these folks are. Remember how the Karja said that the Nora were savages, yet, you know, the Nora are pretty articulate? The Tanak are these horrible killing beasts. This guy seems pretty reasonable to me.
Doesn't sound like you like this commander of yours.
Survival in the desert requires a more disciplined approach than that of other clans.
Means she really likes her rules and order.
But you don't.
I just don't like hers.
This is insubordination.
I must be dehydrated.
What a time for me to drink some water. Amazing. I love it.
I heard him calling you chaplain. What does that mean?
It means I've survived our youth and outlived my brethren in many battles. As such, I counsel the Desert Clan. Those who reach my age are meant to share our wisdom with the young. Keep them on the true warrior's path when their stubbornness kicks up dust and clouds it.
You knew Regala's champion, Gruda.
He was one of ours. So was Regala. Desert Clan's pride and joy.
Why is she attacking her own people?
She feels betrayed. Regala was a legend among our clan, fearless and unrelenting. A marshal to Hikaru, chief of all Tanak. His judgment made flesh.
What changed?
The Karja king asked for peace, and Hikaru agreed. Regala wanted payment in kind for the atrocities the Karja committed. A Tanak empire that would push into the east. So she challenged Hikaru's decision. He had no choice but to face her in combat.
Hikaru won. She should have died by his hand then, but the chief let her live. For Tanak, that kind of mercy is a bitter drink.
Now that she rides machines and murders marshals, we might not be able to ignore her camps in the desert for much longer.
No one in the Desert Clan's touching those camps. This is between Regala and Hikaru. If the chief's strong enough...
Way to de-triangulate yourselves, O ye Tanak clan. Chef's kiss. Way to stay out of it.
enough to lead, he'll prevail. If he doesn't, he'll make way for one who is.
That's a little harsh, isn't it?
So is the desert.
I love that they are treating Aloy with respect. It makes sense. Aloy can fight. And they have a very hefty appreciation for people who can hold their own in battle. Like, You notice how the Tanak who know who she is immediately are like, boom. You know, even she killed one of theirs. And they're like, well, if you killed him, you're probably better. Kind of nice. Like, it's just like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm strong. I can fight. I'm powerful. So we're cool. It's very simple.
I'll help you harvest those pen machines if I can. Probably better if you don't do it on your own. Seems like your village needs you right now.
I like her.
An outlander after my own heart. We can leave now, or I can meet you at our outpost southeast of here.
We'll go now, and then we'll come back. I do. Don't you love the non-malicious hypocrisy of Aloy? You shouldn't do it alone. Look, you ever notice how quick she is to tell people they shouldn't do shit alone and gets herself involved in other people's affairs, but has no interest in other people getting involved in hers?
I'll go with you.
Very well. We leave for the southeast canyon.
May the 10 protect you then. I'll await your return and report to the capital.
You do that. This way. Sooner we get those machine hearts, the faster we get the water we need.
All right, we're booking it. Let's go.
Can't believe an outlander would lend us a hand when our own clan won't. And Jataka has the stones to tell me the commander has good reason to be strict with our water supply.
You think she doesn't?
I think she's always talking about how scarce water is in the desert. But do you really think anyone in Scalding Spear is dying of thirst? Or her own squad? No. I bet they dip their hand in the trough whenever they want. Our clan should be led by someone who knows what it's like to scrape by. To fight, tooth and nail to survive.
Someone like you?
And I'm guessing that someone is you?
I've lived in the fringes of the desert my entire life. I've fought for every single mouthful of water I've ever had. I know I'm a better fighter. And I'm prettier.
Uh-huh.
I'd make sure everyone gets all the water they need, no matter what village they're from.
Okay. Now, is there a chance that the central Tanak capital is corrupt as hell and the leadership is absolutely hoarding water and, you know, fattening themselves up at the expense of the little guy? Yeah, totally possible. It's human nature, man. It's what people in positions of power do. But you know, the older you get, and I'm sort of talking for myself here a bit, as I'm now a 33-year-old man at the time of this taping, which I know is not old, but old enough. You realize things aren't that simple. Like, I love this guy's bravado. This guy's like, yeah, man, I'll make sure everybody is so hydrated. We're all about to be hydro homies if I'm in charge. And it's like, it may not be that easy, brother. It may not be that easy. Like, the chances that this is just political malfeasance is a slim chance. Like, there could be very real reason why water is scarce and disseminated the way that it is. And when you jump into office, you going ham on the water may not be as simple as you think it is. It's probably more again, I don't really have like a point here other than to just say, like, there is a real dissonance sometimes between youth and maturity as it relates to these like giant sweeping dynamics that affect societies. Because like this dude's just like, yeah, we can do it, and like older people be like, there's probably a reason why that's not easy. You sort of learn that things are the way they are for a reason. Sometimes for reasons that are like totally okay and legitimate, and other times for reasons that totally suck ass, and there's unfortunately not a ton you can do about it. But you know, hey, I admire the idealism. It's why I wish younger people were holding positions of power more often. Love that energy.
Didn't Jataka say you guys have too little to go around to begin with?
I'm sure I'll be able to fix that somehow. There's always a way.
I guess that's a good way to look at things.
Yeah, like, I like that. You know?
There it is.
Like, this dude's not, like, to the point where he's, like, so jaded that he doesn't even try. You know, like, there's like a bell curve. You know? It's like, you have people on one end of the bell curve that are just way too idealistic but no operation. And then you go into the bell curve where there's like the nice little harmony of ideal and operation, and then you get to the other end of the bell curve over time where people are just so jaded they don't even try to change things. Like, that's not good either. So, you know, when he's like, there's always a way, good, find one. I love the idea of thinking outside the box. Like, get this guy in office. Let's go.
Gotta get some more ammo. Follow me.
But I guarantee you,
You'll have to excuse the mess.
when we get to this
Our
place,
soldiers use this place to prepare themselves before herding machines into the canyon. You're welcome to any supplies you can find. Might need them for the fight ahead.
Cook should know. Thanks.
I guarantee you when we get to this city, this chick's got a good reason for why she doesn't allow
There
the
we
water
go.
to go.
Let's move out. So, what's Nora looking for out in the Forbidden West?
Who says I'm looking for something?
I doubt you traveled all the way out here just for the scenery.
I'm trying to fix something.
I see. All right, you can keep your secrets. Guess I should just be thankful you decided my problems are worth fixing too.
I like that. Respect for boundaries followed by
We're here.
being grateful. Rock on, dude. All right, now I guess I'll take the lead, huh?
I'll help you harvest machine hearts if it'll get water for your people.
Oh, it will. That's the canyon we draw machines into. Then we block them in, and pick them off. Now, we'll have to climb over the barricade to get in. When we do, be ready to fight. I already lost good people in there. Can't wait to see the champion killer in action. You go and I'll follow.
The
Hold on to
respect.
any hearts you loot and I'll take them from you later.
Really like the respect. Hello? Oh boy, I am rusty.
Come at me! Stand by and jab! That's some firepower you got! I need to attend to the dead. Make sure their tags get back to their families. If you can harvest the machine hearts, I'd be grateful.
Yep, you got it, brother. That was easy.
That's all the parts we need. I should take these to Draka.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Mick, been binge watching your VODs. Just finished Cyberpunk. Glad I can finally catch your stream. Keep up the good work. Love your content. Thanks, Water. Appreciate the kind words. All right. Draka, where'd you go, big dog? More coils I'll never use. Good.
Going down.
Draka, where you at, buddy? Where you at, buddy boy? There you are.
May the wings of the 10 carry you home, my brother.
I got the hearts. We should head back to Arrowhand.
Yeah, at least now we can bag and tag these soldiers. Hold on. Since you can clearly handle a bunch of angry machines, I want to go back to where the Thunderjaw hit us. I lost a lot more fighters there. I can't just leave them to rot. They deserve to be bagged and tagged too. Will you come with me?
Lead the way.
Glad to have you along.
Bag him and tag him. Look what I can do. Look what I can do, bro.
To think, so many have to die just to get water.
Did you try talking to your commander, that scalding spear?
Please, the only thing she'll
Did you try turning it off and turning it back on again?
listen to is the sound of a bow being drawn. About that, wouldn't mind having yours at my side if it ever came to it.
I'm just passing through, Draka.
You can't blame me for trying. This is it. Where the Thunderjaw ripped through my squad.
I'm sorry, Draka.
They were warriors to the end.
Someone's alive. By the rocks.
How the hell did you spot that, Aloy?
Speak sense, soldier.
Burrowers.
Time for a scrap.
Been spotted.
Don't waste that ammo. Here.
Dude, the way Aloy just stood back up after that was so badass.
Thunderjaw's back. This is gonna get rough.
Oh, what up? Big boy. You looking like a bitch.
I riled up now.
Whoa! You got nothing on me, tiny arms. Whoa!
Let them have it.
Go!
Shooting off those raptor cannons should help me deal with the big guy.
Whoa!
Grab this.
Bro, I'm just trying to grab your gun. I'm gonna shoot off those canasters. You know what I mean? The canasters, the canisters on his ass.
Pain subsided.
Hey, do me a favor and get the Thunderjaw's heart. I need to check on that soldier.
Well, this'll do. I should check on Draka and that soldier.
Easy peasy. Draka, where'd you go, buddy? What the hell? Where did he go? Oh.
Didn't think I was going to make it.
You did good, soldier. You're going back home. Thanks to this one.
You were the one who refused to leave your people behind.
I know I'm racking up favors here, but, did you take those hearts back to Arrowhand? We'll be right behind you.
Of course. Be careful.
With that Thunderjaw heart in hand, we'll get all the water we need. Thank you, Aloy.
You're welcome, my guy. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's go, big boy. Dude, riding this thing is so badass. Big chunky boy. Get out of my way!
Sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed. I can probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind.
Yeah, we'll do that later, Aloy. Bless you. Man, that person sneezes every time we walk up. Talk
appreciate
to
the extra pair of hands.
It's hard to see anything through this dust.
I didn't reach my age without knowing how to mend a few
Will you
wounds.
trade with the Tanak?
You've returned. Where's Draka?
Just a little late, Chaplain. Gained some extra baggage on the way back. She's got the machine hearts, including a Thunderjaws. You should have seen this flame in the desert. Here,
I definitely don't
something to
sound
commemorate
like
our heroic victory.
Maybe
A
if
victory
I follow
indeed.
Their tracks, I can find out
Command
where
will
they're
be
headed.
relieved to hear about
I
this.
can probably use
Get them
my
to
focus
scalding
to follow
spears
the
as soon
tracks
as you
those
can.
riders left behind.
And tell the commander how many had to die to get them.
Huntress, may I have a word? Rumors have made their way west. They say that in addition to your bow and spear, you have a kind of second sight, especially for matters that have to do with the old ones.
That's one way to put it.
So it's true. You've done well by my clan, but our troubles may not be as easily settled as Draka believes. I think your second sight might be just what we need.
What exactly is the problem?
Not here. Meet me at Scalding Spear. I'll explain everything.
I'll see you there when I can.
Good. The entire clan might depend on it.
No pressure. Although I do appreciate... Okay, first of all, I appreciate... Aloy's sweating right now, which is awesome. It's like hot. Okay, that's badass. But I appreciate that Aloy says, I will see you there when I can. It's a nice little way to remind these folks that, like, even though this is the center of your world, it is not the center of mine. So I will help when I am able, but I am not going to guarantee my services at the exact time that you need it. It's a very important way to establish that power in some of these interactions.
Do you need to resupply?
All right, give me 1 second.
You're spectators? Walk with strength. That's how good of a fight it was. Honor and strength. I heard from our scouts that the rebels were the road. Call will go for the road and the sheep.
Okay.
One way or another.
A good
For those who are watching this on YouTube, at the evening that I am filming this, my wife and I adopted cats today, and my wife just texted me that she's having a hard time sleeping because she knows that there are 2 predators in her bedroom right now. She's never had cats, so I just had to send her a text to reassure her. It's like, they're just cats, it'll be fine. Yeah, they're still chilling under the bed. Allie's never had cats before, so she doesn't quite know how to fully handle their existence in our home. I think she's struggling with the fact that our house is now belongs to the cats. So it's just funny. They're not kittens. They're 3 years old, but they're new to the house, so she's just kind of getting acclimated to that. It's the first night with them, so. These people sneeze a lot. All right, anyway.
Oh, look. The flame of the desert.
What are you doing up here, Simba? Or Mufasa?
Oh, hello again, champion killer.
Your people seem to be in better spirits.
Oh, they'll be happier as soon as that water gets here. We can't keep going like this. Something has to break.
What are you going to do?
Not sure yet, but if you want change, you have to demand it yourself. Whether it be with words or arrows.
Just try to stay out of trouble.
No promises.
Say the chief gets his way. Lasting peace with the Carja.
Calling gently.
The board
Oh.
is set up if anyone's willing to step up for a game of strike.
As I was saying,
Look at that. This Tanak guy's like, you know what? On the days that I'm not
I heard from our scouts that the rebels were
murdering people and being what everybody out east is afraid we are,
and the chief.
I like to play a little chess.
Or another.
Outlander.
Dude, look at this thing. This is badass.
Draka's pride speaks for itself.
All right. It looks like I have taken care of everything there was to take care of here. So, I say we follow those tracks that Aloy was wanting to follow. Whoa. Damn, y'all are hauling ass. Oh, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Get up, bud. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay, man. You're all right. You're all right. You're good. Don't ever do that shit again. Come on, big boy. Yeah, look at it. Show him how well you leap.
The machine riders from before. The ones who were racing. I wonder what they're up to.
Oh boy. We about to do a little Mario Kart here.
Hey, who are you? Riding machines, huh? Who taught you to do that?
Hey, squad. We got someone with a death wish here.
Whoa. Look at that hair. What?
Someone get a little lost in the desert?
Hey, what's that thing the Easterners keep saying we do?
Oh, yeah. We all drink blood here, right? Maybe we should drink yours.
You can try.
Is that a challenge?
Cool your blaze, Josek. Don't think you want to test your luck with a soldier that took down Regala's champion. We have no business with you, Outlander. I think we all had our fun. Road's right over there.
Those machines used to be Regala's. But you don't look like holdouts to me. Who are you? How'd you get these mounts?
Round here, you want something, you race for it. You cross that finish line first, I'll answer any questions you have.
Aloy, you got a mount?
Race is full.
Oh, hush. What up, dude? Looking like a badass. The mountain!
Actually, I think a spot just opened up.
All right. What are the rules?
Don't die.
This ought to be good.
Shut up, Pekka.
That guy's the mountain of the Tanak.
This way, fresh meat. Let's get you that mount.
Fresh meat. What a nickname.
I see you carry a bow. Good. You'll need to use it if you want to win.
Against the other racers?
They will if you don't. We put everything on the line when we get on that track. Makes it worth something.
Seems
you could test run the
reckless.
track if you want to. Just let me know when you're ready for the real thing.
All right, give me a test run.
I'll do a practice run.
If you think it'll help.
Warrior bows are quick-firing, short-range bows. Unlike other bow types, they'll deal maximum damage even when not fully drawn. They quickly lose accuracy at long distances. Remember, shoot elemental arrows to detonate canisters of the same type. Okay. Oh, okay, so you can pick up... Wow! They really thought this out. They got, like, Mario Kart shit and everything. So I'm gonna be shooting while I run this. There's like shortcuts and shit too, I bet. And some shock arrows. Man, you really have a... Oh, okay, so then that slows you down. Alright. So if you go this way, you got to avoid those. This is pretty badass. Oh, you got nitrous? What? Oh, shit. Let's go. Dude, my steed is about to be rocking it. Woo! All right, I'm down. We're about to win this.
You done? Real race is waiting.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do this.
All right. Everyone get
I'm
ready.
gonna kill every last one of you. Da 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 da. Let's go. Yeah! Idiot.
Like that?
Gotcha!
Dude, shoot the arrows, Aloy.
Surprise!
Oh god, can't shoot backwards.
Ha! Didn't see that coming, did ya?
Ha 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 ha! Woo! You have a massive advantage when you're up front.
Think you can dodge my arrow?
Let's go. Ah! Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Grab it, Aloy. Yeah! You will answer my questions. Let's go!
I won!
Here, your prize for winning the race. You earned it.
I think you owe me some answers.
Name's Ata. As for how we got these mounts, most of us here used to be rebels. Joined Regala's army thinking we'd get a chance to fight in a real war against the Karja. Instead, Regala slaughtered our own in cold blood, Barren Light. When we made it back to camp, we snuck out on our mounts and never looked back. Been racing the clan lands ever since. Decided we were better off on our own. No rules, no chiefs. Just the speed of our mounts and the taste of blood.
Doesn't sound too bad, I guess. Where's your quiet friend? The one with the mask. He didn't join the race.
He gave up his spot so you could join. Probably for the best.
What makes you say that?
That one hasn't lost a single race. Doubt you would have gotten your answers if he stuck around.
Maybe.
You know, Hax found a spot to set up a race at the farthest end of lowland territory, right by the beach. Make your way there, maybe there'll be a spot waiting for you.
If I'm in the area, I'll think about it.
Aloy, you here to join the race?
Nice. That was cool. I love that they have that in this game. A lot. I don't think I'll do all of them, but it was still pretty fun. All right. So that's done. We were here. All right, let's make our way down to Vegas. Big boy! Where you at? There we go. Let's go. While we ride my chunky boy down to Vegas, I just would like to say thank you for being here, friends. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching these VODs. If you're here with me live on Twitch, I appreciate, as always, that you are here with me as this is happening. I hope that you are enjoying this playthrough as much as I'm enjoying it. Also, I really appreciate all the kind words that y'all have shared with me throughout the playthrough in the comments, so thank you very much for that. It's been a lot of fun. This game's got a lot to offer.
Looks like that machine stores food in its town.
Spikes now. Not only did they add it, they gave it story too. Yeah, seriously, it's great. I like that everything in this world has story behind it. Oh, baby, what do we got going on here?
Maybe I should check it out. Some kind of password key? How did they end up out here?
Be welcome, Aloy.
Camp Nowhere. Oh boy, there's a lot to do here at Camp Nowhere. It's definitely not Camp Nothing.
Looks like we have company.
That must be closing in on a signal.
There's a knock, they're out there, and I don't think they're friendly.
Be careful if you plan on going south. A few of our delvers headed that way after we first arrived. Said they were tracking a Tallneck. Why? Never thought to ask. But we haven't heard from them since.
Thanks for the warning.
Okay.
There's a Tallneck out there. Overriding it should help me get data on the surrounding area. Fire won't do much.
Over here!
Hope to catch you soon.
That girl was wound up tighter than a twisted spring. But she didn't have to hit me.
Well, she didn't like you going through her parcels. She warned you. Twice.
I was just curious is all. There's a lot of odd gear in there.
Well, thanks to you, she bolted like a hair on fire.
I hope something happens today.
What are you doing violating boundaries, dude?
Now she's in the wilds, all alone. Forge knows all the things that could kill her out there.
Someone ran off?
Never got her name. Kept quiet. Couldn't tell if she was shy or scared. All I know is she didn't want anyone near her things.
That's for sure. I was just curious is all. She didn't have to slug me.
Your glass jaw ain't the problem, lugnut. The girl is. All alone in the bush. And this is Tanak territory.
Which way did she go?
West, up the slope. Look for her if you can.
I will.
Careful now. Girl's maladjusted.
Girl's maladjusted? That's one way to put it, I guess.
No wonder the girl ran. You have that effect on people, Jorund.
You're still here?
Are you lost?
Spark to steel. Aren't you a jewel in a junk heap?
Excuse me?
Hold the hammer? I know you. You're that Nora. The savior. My savior. Right in the nick of time. The name's Poor Guff Delvesman, chief delver and leader of Poor Guff's expeditioners and purveyors of fine delve wares.
What am I saving you from, exactly?
Death and despair, my steel flame friend. See, this grand expedition here has had a minor setback. Not far from here, there's a secret tunnel. A passage of the old ones.
Secret
Lost and then
tunnel!
found. Me and half the crew came through first. The other half was supposed to follow right after. But days later, only one man turned up. Shivering like a frog in chill water. Only thing we got out of him was that death and darkness chased them as the tunnel collapsed. Died with his eyes wide, he did.
I've been to the tunnel's eastern side. The way was blocked by rubble. There was also a body. One of your delvers, I guess, but no sign of the rest of the crew.
Keep your voice down, will you? The rest of the crew's already spooked. They're refusing to press on with the delve until they're assured a way out of here.
You lost half your crew and you're worried about the delve.
We gotta make their sacrifice worth something, right? And besides, now that you're here, maybe our sand-stranded days are over.
This is why your boy's pro-union. Dude, the Osram. Oh, man. They really are something with this shit. They are capitalism personified. Holy hell. Yeah, some people may die, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. We got to make it all worth our while. You know, when you are a person who's chilling at the camp making the calls and you're not down in the trenches doing all the bullshit, very easy to be desensitized to all the impact of what it is that you're doing. Like, this guy has built his identity and his agenda on ideas. The idea of prosperity and, you know, all the shit that comes along with all these delving that they're doing. It was like, yo, you got people dying. He's like, yeah, can you believe that these people want assurances of their safety? Like, this guy's like incensed by it. Like, this is why you have to have labor forces that come together and unionize against the people who call the shots and don't actually get in there. For this exact reason. Because this guy is capitalist ideals. This guy is removed from the danger. Yeah, death is just a setback. And if all these people died, well, we better make it worth their while. That's called a frame. And people in positions of power like to use frames that are designed to entice people to take a different logical route on something that's happened. He's like, because you could look at it and be like, Jesus Christ, you lost half your crew, dude. Maybe what you're doing is not worth, maybe it's not worth it. Like, maybe that's a sign that we should stop. That's one frame. Other frame is, well, you know, all these people died, but it's for a worthy cause and we can't let them die for nothing. Wouldn't that suck? And there's people that'll bite on that. This is why you gotta push against people in power that call bullshit decisions that put people at risk.
Help me get that tunnel reopened, and I'll cut you in on the delver's fee. What do you say?
Look at this guy. Look at this guy's face right now. Man, This guy is inductively reasoning his way through this conversation. What do I mean by that? This guy is making the assumption that Aloy is motivated by the same things he is. In part because I think this guy's head is so far up his own ass, he could really only see himself and his own ideas. So his assumption here is that Aloy is motivated by money. And that Aloy is willing to overlook all the moral and ethical issues if she gets a part of the Delver's fee. That's inductive reasoning in a relationship or in an interpersonal interaction that is going to get this guy maybe not in a great spot. Because I'm pretty compelled here to just be like, nah, dude. I'm with your workers. Maybe stop being a jackass and putting them in danger, and people will want to work for you. Maybe people are motivated by more than just money. He's made a fatal error there. If this guy actually was a good salesman, if this guy actually knew what he was doing, he would have found a way to connect Aloy personally and emotionally to whatever it is that's going on for him. He wouldn't have taken the angle of, you'll get money from this. He probably would have taken an angle along the lines of like, hey, I want to ensure the safety of it so that my people don't die. Is there any way that you can help me out with maybe canvassing the area, maybe checking in on some stuff, putting your ear to the ground, you know, be my eyes and ears while I pull the strings over here and make sure this operation is safe for the rest of the people. Like, he could have gone in that direction and he probably would have had Aloy hooked. But no, I'll just give you some of the Delver's fee. How's that sound? Even though your purse is literally bulging from how many shards you have in it.
How did you learn about this secret tunnel?
The art of the delve, of course. A delver's only as good as his nose sense for good sights. All right, fine. I heard about 3 Osram who knew a way to bypass those bloodthirsty Tanak.
That was a beautiful move by Aloy to assert control in this interaction. Charisma is very powerful. Showmanship is powerful. This guy's energy and cadence absolutely serves a purpose for people who are, and I don't mean this in a bad way, for people who are not smart enough to see past it. If you are a person who is looking for adventure, looking for purpose, trying to make ends meet, this guy's charisma is going to be matched in your mind with confidence. And oftentimes people mistakenly see confidence as a reflection of safety. So I have no doubt that this guy gets people hook, line, and sinker on his charisma and his showmanship. So when Aloy shows him that she's not going to bite on it, you see him reel a bit there. Because a lot of times folks who present themselves in the way that this guy does are relying on you to bite. And often, they do anticipate what happens if you try to push back. But Aloy essentially is sitting there and just being like, I'm smart enough to know that you're feeding me bullshit right now and that you are really pushing your own agenda and that you're putting it under a very charismatic veneer. He's got to get on his heels a bit here. And if he's smart, he's going to respond to this and he's going to chill and he's going to start to give it to her straight. If he goes and steps his foot on the gas harder, he's going to lose Aloy. So we're going to get a real feel here for how he can read a room and actually work with people, because Aloy just took all the power away from him by not biting on that.
Tap the untouched delves of the West. So then I may have employed someone with the know-how for finding and following.
A spy.
Look, if the rumors are true, there's enough delving to employ a dozen operations. But someone has to take the first plunge, establish a base camp, set up a reliable supply route, guard the site against machines.
Figures the Osram would turn sand into shards, I guess.
Exactly.
How do you get around people like this? That's a great question. Don't engage. All right, I got to figure out how I want to go into this without spending the next 15 minutes talking about it. This is something I actually think about a lot. This guy has similar cadence and process to somebody like a timeshare salesman. There is a huge amount of people that believe that if they sat in a timeshare seminar, that there's no possible way that they would ever buy a timeshare. I'm only here for the 5-day vacation voucher, and there's no way I'm going to buy that timeshare. And way too high of a percentage of those people actually end up buying a timeshare. Because the sales tactics that they use, the process that they use, is tried, tested, and true. And there's a couple of assumptions that they rely on. This guy is likely relying on the fact that Aloy is consistently going to try to give him the benefit of the doubt. And as she does that, he is going to be able to peel back certain layers on her. These people also prey on the idea that people do not want to deal with the perceived conflict and awkwardness of saying no. People generally are not as good at setting boundaries as they think they are. And so you can be very susceptible to this by virtue of the fact that you think that he will stop. You think that he will read the feedback and back off, but he won't. He's trained to blow past your boundaries so hard that you are off kilter. Their whole point is to get you cost sunk on time. It's to frustrate you. It's to prey on the fact that they are not going to actually move in the way that you think they are. And their stamina is a lot higher than yours. So the way that you get around a person like this is to consistently engage with the amount of autonomy and control that you actually have. You can walk away at any point in time. You can continuously say no. You are not actually being held captive by this interaction. You can disappoint this person. You can frustrate this person. Like, that's fine. A lot of people feel crappy because they have a way of essentially spinning things in a way where they're like, oh, you know, I'm disappointed, or, you know, I'm hurt, or I'm just, you know, I'm not trying to, whatever. And that will make you will feel crappy about that. So you got to be willing to push past that and realize that you can exert that control at any point in time, that you are not responsible for staying through the entirety of this conversation. This person is not entitled to anything from you. So you got to remember the control you have. It's really hard to do. And again, you also have to remember these people are trained to blow past those psychological barriers. Like, they know how to intercept the part of their training. And now this guy, like, I realize I'm kind of going off the rails a little bit here, but this guy has had enough experience dealing with skepticism that he knows what all of the pushback areas are and has a prepared response for those. And has done this so many times recruiting people into his bullshit that he knows where to hook you and where won't work. It's a trial and error. He's got so much practice getting people hooked into this. And if one person walks away, it's only one person. If he gets 7 out of 10 people, that's still 7 more people than he had to start with. But he's not going to back off. You have to back off. You have to exert your control and autonomy here as best you can and recognize where you're being lured in. It's not an easy thing to do. And it's not an enviable position for anybody to be in. I'm not saying that this guy's a bad guy. All right? Like, this guy has a particular agenda. He's got some desires. He is trying to recruit people to his cause, and he has learned that he can use some charisma and sleight of hand in order to get people hooked. Do I think his intentions are terrible? Not necessarily. Do I think the impact of some of his decisions are bad? Probably. But if you ever find yourself in a situation with somebody like this where you start to feel the ick or you start to feel uncomfortable and you're not sure what to do, you have to re-engage with the amount of control you actually have here.
So this camp, it's your base of operations?
What operations? The plan was to move further south once the rest of the expedition joined us. The delve is right out beyond those dunes. But now the crew refuses to budge until this tunnel mess gets sorted out. They've even given this place a name. Camp Nowhere. I think they're mocking me.
Yeah, I think they are.
Magaria, thank you for the 7 months.
What do you know about this area?
Well, north of here you got those vicious Tanak. I heard rumor they drink blood instead of water. That's how they survive this wasteland. And south, it has it all. Death, desert, and the delve. Imagine, if you will, a vast grave of the old ones. Ruins of twisted metal concealed by the sands. All guarded by storms and machines so fierce that you wish you had a flock of glinthawks swooping down on you instead. Not even the Tanak venture into the ruins' depths. Only the bravest explorers dare enter.
Everything's a sales pitch, man. Look at that. The way, you know, the beauty of what he just said is, if you follow down there, you join me, you're brave. You are in the 99 percentile of folks if you go down there. It's a lot of hyperbole. It's a lot of gesturing. It's a lot of gregariousness. People buy that, man. Particularly people who don't feel important and are looking for a sense of purpose. Maybe even are down on themselves and insecure about a lot of that stuff. You get somebody like this who can get you jazzed up, can get you connected with an emotional experience you haven't been connected with in a long time. He has you. And then you subliminally throw in this whole idea of like only the bravest of folks go out toward the secret tunnel. Go down south. And then you think it's your idea. Like, well, that sounds cool. I'm brave. I'm brave. I'll go. Oh, hey, that's cool, man. Woo, yeah. See, that's what a brave person would say. Like, it's the whole scheme, man. Like this guy's
like yourself.
Of course. Eventually.
Yeah, after I let everybody else kind of do all the bullshit for me.
Was there a Karja traveling with your expedition? A man by the name of Amatus?
We always pick up a few travelers on the road. A Kaja here, Banuk there. Never learn their names, though. They don't stick around long. But I have a scout who might know. Likes the whole getting to know people thing. He's out surveying the area, trying to find some other route out of here. Should be back later, if he doesn't get himself killed.
Right.
Deadpool, thanks for the 37 months.
I'll see what I can do about the tunnel.
My savior.
For the crew trapped here with you, not your delve.
One and the same.
That it? Over there?
That it is. Oh, and while you're at it, would you mind keeping an eye out for my lockbox? The second crew was supposed to bring the rest of the supplies and belongings. I'd hate to lose it to the wilds. It was hand-carved by my dear old ma.
I'll bring it back if I find it.
I'd appreciate it. Good luck, Still Flame.
You can ride machine.
Wouldn't mind all this sitting around if I had a cold meal.
You know, we haven't come across too many Karja that the Oseram are real. Oseram in positions of power. Not my favorite people. Oh, man.
That's what my focus picked up. Tallneck. Someone said I'd find one here.
Oh, man. We're like in Mesquite right now. This is Vegas. We're... Oh, man.
Oseram gear. It must be the crew I heard about. One tracking a Tallneck. What are they up to? That doesn't look good. I should check it out. I should try and find out what the Oseram were doing here.
Withered bound parchment inked with glyphs, eye on the prize. Steel to my soul, fortune favors the bold. We found ourselves one of them Tallnecks served up on a platter, all alone in its big wide empty desert. Runda's anchor slings are too sluggish to catch them smaller machines, but this dull-hammered fella moves nice and slow. If today's test run goes well, we'll strip him for all he's got and skedaddle back to the claim with more salvage than we can sell.
I still need to find out what went on here. I should take a closer look at that Oseram camp.
Just chill, Aloy. Holy crap. Let's explore a little bit.
Dead Oseram. Killed by machines from the look of it.
Not well armored. Good day gone bad. Gundoof is dead. I killed some of the machines with the anchors, but they slashed me good. If anyone finds this, whatever you do, do not, for Spark's sake, no matter how much your steel-headed brain will tell you to do, mess with the damn scorched-out Tallneck. You've been warned. Hey, that's a me.
This thing shoots anchors? They were trying to take down that Tallneck. The machines must have caught them in the act. I wish there was a way to climb up and inspect the damage. Unless I take the Tallneck down myself. Try to repair it on the ground. It won't be pretty, but at least it'll get fixed.
What?
I'll have to hook an anchor to the weak spots in its armor to weigh it down. Sounds like trouble. And I need more anchors. I know the Oseram set up is in the area. I already attached an anchor here. I need to get more in the area.
Oh, okay. Wow, so we're literally
anchors set up in the area.
That's so cool.
Use them to take down that Tallneck.
You literally gotta drag those things. Come on, Aloy. All ass.
Another ballista. And it's got one of the anchors I need. A better ballista can help me fight these machines. One more should weigh it down enough. Machines. I need to hurry.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Here comes trouble. took a machine down with them. That weapon still has an anchor. Let's use it.
Oh, we gotta wait a while, Aloy. And of course it's gonna move slow as shit to get over here. Oh, man. Hey, speed up!
System reboot. So Override can fix the Tallneck. No reason to bring it down.
Use your harpoons and tow cables. Go for the legs. Steady. Great shot, Jensen. Oh!
Sorry about this, big guy.
All right, you good, buddy boy? Oh, yeah. Look at that. The strip. All right. So that's cleared.
There's the entrance to the Tanak legend. I need to find his missing expedition and clear a path back east. Tunnel's blocked. And no sign of the missing expedition. I need to find a way to get further in. Should be able to blow up that fire gleam.
All right.
There's someone still alive in here.
Oh shit, Lunda!
So you're real. Thought I was dreaming.
What happened to you?
A terror in the dark. The world shuddered.
A machine?
Never got a look. The caravan. bell rang, everything collapsed. Crawled here. Couldn't escape. Did anyone make it out? And find the first caravan?
Yes, someone did.
Good. At least, I'm not alone.
Another one. Another death right in front of Aloy. Good lord.
Rest easy now. Sounds like something big attacked the missing expedition. I better press on.
That would really mess with you, man. I really believe that. The fact that Aloy has been around for so many people's dying breath. Oh, man. The work to fight that pattern recognition and personalize that would get tougher and tougher the more that happened. Data corruption, partial. Mom, you get your ass over here, Josh. I need to get to the safe first. Josh, no! We need those supplies. It's close by. Leave them! I know this tunnel better than anyone, Mom. I work here. There's time. There wasn't.
I'll find this in my stash later.
This is just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. For everyone watching this, if this was real life, I never would have done this. There's no way I'm going in this cave. I got way more important shit to deal with than this crumbling ass cave. If I die spelunking with the end of the world at stake. But you know, video game.
Burrowers. And more of Porter's missing expedition.
Damn. Machine's calling backup.
The hell? What is that thing? Apex Tracker Girl. The hell? You're goofy looking. Whoa! Holy shit.
Down it goes.
Yeah. Oh, alright, well, glad I went up there. I love how I just hit L1 for a shield that I never have had ever in this game ever. Like I'm playing Elden Ring or something.
She said they were attacked by some kind of terror. I don't think it was these burrowers.
Craigums, thanks for the 13 months. George, thank you for the 36 months, man. 3 years is a long time. Yeah. Unbelievable amount of strength. Herculean.
Well, that got something's attention. Sounds like it's coming from further in. Better get out of here quick. It looks like it lets out ahead.
Oh god! Oh!
A Rockbreaker. They must have attacked the officer as they were passing through.
Oh shit. Oh! Oh boy. Oh boy. Howdy. Howdy doody. Upload the data. Upload the data. Ooh!
That's one Rockbreaker that we're patrolling in line anymore. The Othra must have entered the canyon on the eastern side. I better take a look.
The Rockbreakers are pretty cool. Probably one of my favorite machines. A golden Kappa train is close? I have no idea what that is. Sub, gift, hype chat, or use bits now to start a golden Kappa train. Never heard of it.
Those carts must be the supplies the second crew was supposed to bring over. Borgif said his lockbox was supposed to be among them. Borgif's lockbox. I should take it back to him.
Thank you, Lazy River. Golden Kappa train incoming. You'll have a limited time to earn an exclusive Golden Kappa emote for 24 hours. Makes Lopar. Cool. I had no idea this was a thing. Get yourself a Golden Kappa. Anonymous, thanks for gifting us up. There we go, 100%. Good night, Thesaurus. Thank you, George. All right, we got his thing. Okay. So this is where...
That wall looks like it came down when the Rockbreaker attacked. I must have trapped the Othram in the canyon. The rest must have run into the western tunnel. Trying to get to the other side. I should be able to blow this up to clear the debris.
Yes. Lumavarium, thank you very much for the sub. Anonymous, thanks for the bits. Hey, Mom. You were right. Couldn't even reach the safe. It was a total mayhem in the tunnel. Explosions and everything. So all that stuff isn't going to do me any good. If anybody finds this, take it all. Door code's 2054. Instead, I'm stuck here with two families. I took them into the maintenance room for shelter. A 6-year-old just spilled our water by accident. I'm almost out of battery. No reception. I don't think anyone's coming for us. Hope you're better off than me. Data corrupted. Damn. 2054. Evan, thanks for the sub. Den, thanks for the 500 bits. Appreciate the Golden Kappa hype train contributions. I probably need, what, Fire arrows?
The tunnel should be clear now.
Fuentes, thank you for the 38 months.
I didn't see a Carja among the dead. Maybe Jelana's friend made it through. Got it.
It's the Reddit safe! That's it? Alright, return to Porgif. Can do.
Let's see. So, if we add all the days lost to being stuck in Camp Nowhere, and you're back, how's that tunnel looking?
I found the rest of your crew. One of them was still alive. For a while, anyway. Turns out a Rockbreaker attacked them as they were making their way through.
Poor Saz. Many roads lead to a Delver's End, but that's got to be one of the worst.
Well, I took care of the Rockbreaker. The way's clear now.
Ha ha! I knew you could do it. And, you didn't happen to find my lockbox now, did you?
Here you go.
Spark in the dark. Is there nothing you can't do?
Joe, thanks for the bits.
Here, your fee as promised. Now that the threat's gone, I'll have the tunnel shored up and cleared out. Then I can send for another crew, get this expedition going proper-like. Ha! Onwards to the Delve!
Unionize! People of nowhere! Unionize!
Have I got news for you, Red?
I am your champion. Local 852.
Ho there!
One of our scouts found some ancient ruins southwest of here. Had a look for myself, but came out empty-handed. I can't shake the feeling we missed something. Oh well. Must be my disappointment talking.
Maybe you'll have better luck next time. I could always check out the ruins myself. See if there's anything that the Osra missed.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not convincing that it was necessarily his lockbox, but whatever. I don't know that that's the battle I want to fight. Yeah, I gotta upgrade my Leviathan's Breath. Good. Beautiful. Pouch upgrades. Give me more arrows. Need way too much organic material for that stuff. Hey, thank you all for the hype train. All right. Shit, man, we got a lot to do, and we're gonna keep at it in part 16.
It's rude to stare.
I should have known that we were gonna have a million things to do on our way to Vegas, but we're inching ever closer. My friends, thank you very much for making the effort to watch these streams. I really hope that you are enjoying them as much as I'm enjoying bringing them to you. It has been a lot of fun to do this playthrough. There are people that are estimating that this playthrough is going to be 100 episodes, and if we're 15 in and I still haven't even made it to Vegas, I'm starting to believe that might be true. Who knows? Regardless, these are a lot of fun for me, so thanks so much for leaving a thumbs up and comments and following the links down in the description and all that jazz. Those of you that are members or contribute to the stream financially in any way, maybe you're a Fourth Wall member or you've bought merch or something like that, thank you very much for that. It really does make a big difference. The fact that these videos come out as quickly and as well as they do is because of my good friend Sean, who does all of my video editing. And I pay him to do that. So your financial contributions make a big difference in my ability to do that. So thank you very much for that. If you are binging, I'll see you in the next episode. If you're waiting for the next one to come out, we'll get it out as soon as we can. I appreciate you. I'll catch you on the next one.